So the solution that we came up with is to change the block proposal. So if you look at the diagram, on the left-hand side is what's happening with normal tendermint. On the right-hand side is what we're doing with intelligent block propagation, right? So if you look closely, the main difference is that we have hashes of transactions A through E included in the block proposal. Well, how does this change anything, and how does this process work now? So the first part of it stays the exact same. We still have the block proposer, which is me, creating a block by looking at transactions in my mempool. But then the second part is a lot more interesting. So in the happy path, I'm going to be sending a block proposal that has hashes of transactions A through E over to Dan. And Dan already has transactions A through E in his mempool. So what he can do is he can look at his mempool, he sees transactions A through E, and he can construct the block locally, rather than having to wait for the network latency to be receiving all of these block chunks. So this is the happy path. It greatly improves throughput. What about the unhappy path? So in the 0.01%, sorry, not 0.001, in the remaining percentage of the time, Dan will fall back to using the same mechanism that was previously being used. So what that means is I, as the block proposer, will send out a block proposal that has the transaction hashes, and I will also include the block ID over there. And then I will continue to take the block, break it up into chunks, and then send those out over the network. So in the unhappy path, Dan will just be using the same exact mechanism as normal tendermint, and in the happy path, he'll be benefiting a lot from throughput. So this is a lot faster. We observed that this actually led to a 40% improvement in throughput, which is massive because we've already made all the low-hanging optimizations that could be made. So this was a massive win for Sei.